Welcome to Two Fuse Wrestling. We're fantasy booking the World Heavyweight Tournament, so hit the like button if you like this new belt design. I'm a big fan of it. I think it captures the big gold belt in WCW,
Yeah.
and then it has a nice WWE logo
Yeah.
to it, so I'm a fan of that. I also hate the idea that they might let Cody win that belt. That doesn't finish the story.
Yeah.
It would be, to me, that would be just as big as a slap in the face to him as the shit with his dad.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, oh, well, we gave you the world belt, and it's like, no, fuckers, you know what belt I
It
want.
needs to. Yeah. I think I told you before that I hope that it's him and Roman at WrestleMania next year, and that's the finish of the story. Like,
And just run back, you said run back the Cena Rock.
yeah, like he lost this time, so now he's gonna go through like a year of struggles, and then next year it's his like redemption story. He finally beats Roman.
That has to be what Cody agreed to come to this
Yeah.
place, so I do think that. But now, on to the tournament. How would you book it?
Well, my choice is already like out the window. It's already ruined. But I think Seth was kind of the favorite for that title. I know Cody maybe, but I felt like Seth deserved it maybe a little bit more. But my choice, I went with Finn Balor, mainly because I think the Judgment Day's like really been on a roll lately. If you look at Backlash, Damian Priest killed it with Bad Bunny. Rhea's been doing really good. Dom is like, he's a fucking heat-seeking missile right now. Like, that guy is almost at an all-time heel like level right now. So I thought if you put to make Finn the first world heavyweight champion or whatever they're calling this title, I think that would have just capped off the Judgment Day thing. So to kind of help it along, I would have added JD McDonough and Nakamura to the Judgment Day and kind of make it like this goth NWO type of deal where now Finn's just surrounded by all these guys. And so he gets through the Raw side, and then for the final in Saudi Arabia, I would have done Rey Mysterio. And you could have had like this big kind of cluster Attitude Era type match with that LWO and Judgment Day. They keep getting involved, and then right when it looks like, Ray's the ultimate underdog, right when it looks like he's going to pull it out, Dom comes back in and costs Ray the title. And then we get Finn as like a goth Hollywood Hulk Hogan.
Dude, that to me is the perfect way to book it. I wish that's what would have happened. Seth is going to win it,
Yeah.
and to me it just makes no sense. To me it makes way more sense for Finn to win it and Seth to chase it,
Yeah.
because most likely now what happens is Seth wins it and Finn takes it off him.
Yeah.
And again, it's like Seth's just not the guy. Now it's like Finn's the guy.
I'm okay with Seth beating Finn, but because Finn beat him for the Universal title, so that was getting his win back. But this goes back to what I said with the draft stuff: is they shouldn't have SmackDown stars in it. If you would have done an all Raw tournament, your final could have been Finn and Seth at the show, and then let Seth win it. So I'm okay with Seth being the champion, but I would have went with Finn, but
I'm fine with him being the champ. I just think Finn should have been the first,
yeah,
and then Seth take it off
Yeah.
him. Because now when I think Seth's going to eventually drop the belt to Finn, where it's like
yeah,
now you just built another guy that's better than Seth to the casual fan, to the mainstream media.
yeah,
To me, though, I would have booked it your way because I think it's perfect. I wasn't even thinking about Dom costing Ray.
yeah,
But when I first found out about the title, in my head, the guy that was supposed to win it was Drew McIntyre. And then, all these rumors are starting to swirl around that he's been working injured and now he might just not ever show up again, or maybe show up one more time,
yeah,
and so forth. I just thought that belt would look really legitimate with him, and it would start the lineage of that belt on a strong note. I know Seth is like, obviously, he's
Yeah.
really good. It's just
Yeah.
like, he also wrestled Logan Paul at WrestleMania. Like,
yeah,
that's not Well,
But
and then
I feel like that's kind of why he's gonna get the title, because he lost 3 in a row to Cody. He worked with Logan Paul. So it's kind of like, here's your, you've been a good like soldier employee. Here's your payoff.
And I would have been fine with, okay, you're gonna get a payoff when you take it off Finn, but like at the start, the concept of it all, I'm trying to get it to the guy that it just has that mainstream appeal to me,
Yeah.
Drew. That had the WrestleMania match with Gunther and Sheamus that fucked. I mean,
Yeah.
I get Seth and Logan's was okay, but it was also like, it wasn't wrestling like Drew's was. Like
Yeah.
Drew to me is a wrestler
Yeah.
that I just put him up there very highly.
The only thing I thought for Drew winning was if the final came down to him and Cody, and he's like the T-1000 Terminator. Like, you can't kill this guy. So have their match where Drew's like trying to put him away, he can't do it, and then he low blows Cody and he steals it, and that could be like his heel turn. That's what I thought of for Drew.
Yeah, I'd be fine. I'm fine with Drew as a heel, face,
Yeah.
whatever. But when it first got announced, I thought it was him. I mean, I'm okay with Seth winning it. It's pretty badass. It's just something has been missing with Seth. I understand he's been the good soldier, but when you see what Roman's doing, and you see what Mox is doing,
Yeah.
and you see what Seth's doing,
Well, that's never going to change, really. I mean, he's going to either have to leave or, like, he's not going to outshine Roman. And the only reason you're talking about Mox is because he left. Like, Mox he'd be mid-card at best right now if he stayed in WWE.
You think he'd be behind Seth in WWE?
Yeah.
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 That's tough.
He was the whole time, right?
I loved when the Shield was together. Mox was my favorite. When they all broke up, Rollins was my favorite. I think Rollins is the best in ring by far.
Yeah.
I just think he lacks a lot on the mic compared to the other two. Seth.
Yeah.
I get that he's like, the crowd does that for him, but it's also like we've said before, it's pretty easy to get the crowd to catch on with something.
Yeah, I'm not big on that.
Yeah.
I don't think that proves a guy's over because they like to sing his song or they like to do his catchphrase.
Yeah, and then the only downfall with Mox is he does blade like a lot.
Yeah.
Where it's like, dude, like I'd rather him save it for the special
If
occasions.
you're gonna do it like Brock Lesnar did at Backlash.
That was
and
brutal.
headbutt the ring post.
Dude, I think Brock wanted to outdo Cody's Scar.
Yeah, that was rough.
Yeah. In the comments, let us know who you would have win the championship and who you think's going to win the championship.